Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing a Daimajin figure. Um, this figure is from the X Plus 30 centimeter series. From what you saw, I almost was scared, kind of flip out in a way that was falling in a way, but it's a very sturdy model. Not model, but vinyl toy. This is the Rick Boy exclusive, and I want to tell you about how disappointed I am in this figure. The reason why I was disappointed in this figure because X Plus did a soft vinyl on his arms. You see this? This is bendable. His arm has an armature, like a. It's kind of not like a metal armature. It's kind of like a plastic armature with a ball joint right here. And when you pull out of his hand and stick another hand in it, it's almost impossible to plug it into the ball joint in a way. This is just stuck inside the socket of the vinyl. I had to cut the vinyl a little bit so the socket of the ball joint goes in and gets stuck inside so the hand won't fall off. This sword can go into a sheath, and this metal chain is X Plus version that I put on this item, which is it's just kind of like a throwing staff, like a thing that you throw on the roof. But they threw this on him in a way to try to trap him. That is the only thing I hear about. It comes also with a figure with a kid or a man or something like that, and it comes with a face that is like a rock face. It doesn't fit this toy at all because the rock face. He wasn't in this form when he was in rock face. The rock face just turned, and then he turned into a rock, and he disappeared or something like that. But that version, I didn't need to have that version. I thought the Rick Boy exclusive was going to be awesome in a way, but I was so disappointed because of the arms. They're not hard vinyl, and I thought they would just let me have take this out and just have like another arm to push back in, so he could hold the person in his hand. But instead, they didn't do that. The only great thing about this figure I understood is the eyes. The eyes are real eyes. They're kind of like ball joint systems, and if you could see in his eyes, you can see his pupils and everything. If you take off the head and take off the mask on the back, you will find out that there's a way to put him forward or backwards, whatever. You will find a way to move his eyes, to move left, move right. I left it alone because I just wanted to look straight, and it looks really cool like that. The one thing about this figure, it is a huge figure. It's 30 centimeters. This is a Daimajin 30 centimeters. And it's just a big figure. And one of the good things about this figure is the color of the paint on the figure. It's really done really well. The brush strokes of it makes it really aged. They didn't cheap out on anything. If you look at it, and the color of Daimajin is really good. The green is really perfectly done. I don't know how you do this on a vinyl hand, but the hand is also soft vinyl. It's not hard vinyl. They should have set it to hard vinyl so the ball joint could be stuck in there. When I was sticking the ball joint broke a little bit. There was a little tiny hairline crack on it. That's how hard I was pushing that joint inside his arm, and it still couldn't go in. And I gave up because if I pushed it more, it'll break, and I'll probably need super glue to glue it back in. I just allowed it to go in and just have him hold the knife, and that's all I wanted it to have. That's all I needed. If I was you guys, to buy the Daimajin Rick Boy exclusive or the regular edition, buy the regular edition because the regular edition, it has the pierced eyes, but I'm not sure if it has this part. The thing, what we call it, that little tiny pole to stick that into his head. You could pull off the part on his head and then you put this part there, and that's how it looks, which is really very cool looking in a way. And this today is the best Daimajin out there, from my understanding. There is another Daimajin. It's not known by many people. It's around 40 centimeters, and that Daimajin is much bigger than this. It's not really 40 centimeters. I'm not even sure if it's 40 centimeters. I think it's like 50 centimeters. I think 40 or 50 centimeters, something like that. It's really big. I see it in person, and it is amazing. The Daimajin is amazing, but the sculpt isn't as good as this. If they made it into the 50 centimeters or 40 centimeters into the sculpt like this, that'd be perfect. But you can't get what you want, you know. There's other Daimajins out there. They're all made in resin. They're harder to find and they're harder to make, especially. They're not easy to make. They are really hard to make. Resin model kits are really hard and difficult to make, and a lot of time consuming to do it. And those the last Daimajin figure I saw, which went for a lot of money, went for $1,000 on the auction. I saw it was pretty hefty for that model. I think that was like a 35 centimeter one, and it was a little taller, but it had a weird poster, but it was all resin. But that was I really wanted figure, but that was just too much money for a Daimajin. If you haven't watched Daimajin, the show, go watch it, because it's only like $10 for 3 movies on Blu-ray, I think, on Amazon. I think it's like $10 or $12. I forgot. Yeah, something like that. But it's a very cheap price to watch a very good show and a very good special effects that are like done really well without CGI or anything like that. They do with practical effects, which is really cool. I mean, you have to watch it to understand how Japanese people were making suits like monsters or weird human fighters or demons or gods or whatever. You know, they make all these weird looking stuff because their culture is really different than anything I've ever seen. Their culture is really weird, so you have to understand that, you know, something like this is made from some guy in Japan, you know, who thought of it. I mean, I would never think of something like this in my whole entire life. I mean, some walking rock guy with a thing on his head, I never think of it. And chains and a little, you know, sword and sheath. Oh yeah, this can't be moved. This is, if I move this away, this is really metal, but it's just kind of like swinging on it. But there's a staff in the back that pokes to the body armor, so it doesn't pull on the chain that much. Because I think if you pull on the chain too much, the chains will break. And this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Anyway, if you have any comments or anything, just let me know. But just to let you guys know, again, buy the regular edition if you don't mind all the other extra stuff, because it costs a lot more for the extra stuff. The regular Daimajin looks pretty much good as it is. Anyway, if you have any comments, let me know. And if you have any questions, let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye.